Welcome back to another episode of We Roguelike It, the show where we play every roguelike in history. I'm your host, Boston, and joining me as always is Moonpear.
Hello.
And Monkey Senior.
Yo.
Here to talk about our final week of Blacksea Odyssey. Don't forget, at the end, we're going to talk about our next game, and then right after this, the next episode, we'll go into ranking. We'll figure out where this ranks on our infallible list of the best roguelikes of all time. But before that, let's talk about our final week in Blacksea Odyssey. Who finished it this week?
Nope. I got up to the final boss.
I did not.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So it's a giant whale.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
Thematically that makes sense. All right.
I don't know if it changes depending on who you are, but I was the old man and I got there and it was a giant whale. So it may be different depending on who you are. I don't know.
Sure.
And it's literally your character is big enough to fit maybe into like 1/100th of one of the flippers.
Oh no.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's just gigantically massive?
Have you faced the Leviathan yet?
No.
I have. Yeah.
Big giant crystal creature, really difficult to kill. One of the you get a character for beating it. It's probably about 10 times the size of the Leviathan, to give you an idea, Monkey.
Oh my god.
It's insane. I literally got up to it, and then about 4 seconds into the level, I just got wrecked.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay, so that's good to know. Yay.
Yeah. Yikes. Did you only get up to that point once?
Yes, because every other time I just got punched in the face several times.
In
I
the
did.
Abyss?
Yes. I did get the poison spear unlocked, which is great. Guess what? That achievement is glitched. Yay!
Oh.
Always one.
So I got the spear, but I didn't get the achievement. I did get the judgment spear, which is the one for completing a bounty without taking any damage. I got that one.
Oh, yeah. I grinded for that one, too. I just kept repeating the first stage and being like, I want this.
Yeah.
Yes. It's really useful because it does more damage the further you are away. So if you can set up 2 types of builds, you can set up the shotgun build and you can set up the far distance build as well, depending on your runes and stuff like that.
Shoddy snipers.
Yes, shotties or snipers. Take your pick. I mean, I played a lot of this game again this week, and it was fun. It's interesting. I'll be honest. I probably think it's better than it is, which is something I do a lot. I consistently try and find the positives and stuff, always, because there's too much negativity and I need to get my money's worth kind of thing.
Especially with a small team too. Like there's a lot of leeway you can give like a 3-person team.
Yes, a 3-person team, and I'm assuming they didn't take 10 years to make it, kind of like our Game Club game this month.
Right. And it was kickstarted with, Kickstarter, small team, Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a leeway there. Also, it suffers from the I'm going to make this too difficult, thanks early access problem.
Right.
Which even the developers have admitted themselves that's an issue, is the early access people just played it until it was so easy for them that they wanted it harder, and it makes everybody else's life miserable.
Right.
But I did a fair bit. I did a few runs. I'm working on the key chest right now because I accidentally discovered what that does, or the key spear.
Oh.
You have to open 500 chests to unlock the key spear.
Whoa.
When you unlock the key spear, you open chests by shooting them.
Yeah, man.
Huh.
It starts with the weakest damage,
Sure.
but you open chests by shooting them.
Yeah. That's super
Like, let's talk about heals. Let's talk about
Yeah.
items. Let's talk about every upgrade you could possibly want.
That reminds me of Enter the Gungeon. There's a gun that shoots keys, and those keys will open locked doors and locked chests. It's called the AK-47. It's so good.
Oh, Gungeon.
I
love
hate
you,
it.
Gungeon.
I hate it so
We play
much.
Gungeon next.
Yeah, man, if only. It's in the
Are we
list.
going to do it? Yeah, are we going to do like a 26-episode run on Gungeon?
yeah.
Because that's what we need.
For 2021, we're just playing one game. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I did a little bit. I'm a little disappointed that nobody beat it. I'm looking at you, Monkey. It's your job.
Right.
I do it on Game
Man,
Club. It's your job
You're
to
the
do it on
best of
Roguelike
us.
Kit. Yes.
Man, I tried to play this game this week, but like with the all the quarantine stuff, everyone's home, so I can play with my cousins like every day, like any hour of the day.
Right.
So I've been playing a lot of other things, and
You can say
like
Animal Crossing.
recent
it's okay.
games, yeah, Animal Crossing, COD Warzone.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And every time I try to play this game, I'm like, this is an older game. It's not as well made. Like all the other games I'm playing have been iterated on, so like they're
Right.
at their best state. And then I go to this game, I'm like, I can play a run, and then I'm going to play something else.
The
So
home
yeah,
screen on your
like,
Switch is like, play all of us. Look at all these great games.
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I couldn't get really any runs going. I think I unlocked a couple spears. I don't have my notes right now, so I can't remember which ones, but yeah.
It's all those cumulative spears, I'm assuming, at this point. Like the key
Yeah.
one, which is like, oh, I've just been playing long enough to get this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I did not have enough time to play games at all this week. So I got, I think, 2 runs, and both of those runs went to the second level and kind of hit a brick wall on both. So it's like, okay, I have other games I need to play for things that are wrapping up now, like Game Club and stuff like that. So, sorry, Blacksea, you sort of didn't make the cut with the time I had this week, unfortunately, which I'm really bummed out about because I really wanted to put one last push into it with sort of all the knowledge you guys have shared over the past couple of weeks, but just the timing didn't work out this week. So
Quarantine for everybody.
yeah, a little bit of a bummer, but it's okay. Uncertain times, and that's all right.
Yep.
But the one thing I am certain about is we'll wrap up our coverage of Blacksea Odyssey, and we'll talk about our impressions about the whole game in the next episode. But before we get to that, let's talk about our very next game, the recently released Vambrace Cold Soul.
Oh, no.
This came out on PC, OS X, Linux, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. It is on Game Pass on PC and Xbox One. I want to make sure I mention that because it is a recent game, so it is a little bit more expensive.
Should be there for a while.
Yeah, a little more expensive than we usually have on the show. So take advantage of the savings that Game Pass offers you. If you don't have Game Pass, now is a really great time to get it because there's like 250 quote-unquote free games on there. So,
Yeah.
Vambrace Cold Soul is our very next game. Thank you for listening.
I hate you, Boston.
Don't forget to tune in to our next episodes. We'll talk about the our science, our scientific method, and we'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.